Leo Varadkar arrived in Stockholm for day one of a flying Scandinavian tour. His bilateral meeting with his Swedish counterpart was dominated by the new British proposals and what was wrong with them.
They do fall short in a number of aspects. Certainly our views that any consent mechanism that were to exist would have to be reflective of the views of the whole of the population of Northern Ireland and not give any one party of any denomination a veto.
But the Irish government seems unclear whether Mr Johnson's plans means customs checkpoints or not.
He's not proposing that there should be any new physical infrastructure on the island of Ireland linked to customs or customs checks. That is actually in contradiction to the papers presented by the UK government yesterday.
Do you see any positives to be taken from his proposals?
I'd take two positives from it. One is accepting that regulatory alignment between Northern Ireland and the European Union is part of what's needed to avoid a border with checks between North and South, and that is different from the position taken maybe 2 months ago. So I think that is a move, and a positive move. And I think secondly, the suggestion in his letter that we might have a new deal, if you like, for Northern Ireland, that beyond the issues that arise directly from Brexit, that we could look at ways to strengthen the all-island economy.
Meanwhile, in Brussels, the members of the European Parliament's Brexit steering group weren't mincing their words. They described the British proposals as breaching a range of fundamental principles and red lines. A spokesperson for Jean-Claude Juncker expressed caution.
President Juncker stressed that the withdrawal agreement must have a legally operational solution, not arrangements that are to be developed and agreed in the transition period afterwards.
Leo Varadkar's trip to Stockholm today and to Copenhagen tomorrow is at least partially designed to shore up European support for Ireland's position. He would have been buoyed by the words of his Swedish counterpart today, who said that it's not up to Ireland to make concessions, but instead it's up to two parties, the UK and the EU, to find a solution.
As Boris Johnson continues to shop his deal, his European friends look like reluctant customers. But at least Leo Varadkar's trip to Sweden clarified the issues that now constitute the Irish red lines. With 2 weeks left until the European Council meets, it's still unclear how a deal can emerge. Stephen Murphy, Sky News in Stockholm.